Working with a lot of leaders and business owners, I often find that people start the business thinking it's going to provide me with freedom. I'm running the business. And at some point they start to realize that the business is running them. And this is when they move into resentment, this is when they move into resistance, and this is when it becomes a pressure and a burden. And as men, that starts to amplify, and our pain and our dysfunction is often expressed externally because we don't have the tools to deal with it internally. We can take it out on our team, our clients, our families, and it can be covert, it doesn't have to be overt. And one of the fundamental things as business owners and as men to realize is that usually you've started your business because you have a superpower. You might be passionate about being a technician, you might be passionate about sales. There's something that is your inherent ability where you're in the flow and you're in joy. And often I talk about the 80-20 rule, because often we start our business where we're spending more time in that place of joy, where we naturally have gifts and expression. Yet what happens is that when you think about 80-20, the key to successful business, to bringing joy and leadership, is to spend 80% of your time in your superpower. Where do you add the most value to the business? And if you want to know where you add the most value to the business, it's where you get the most joy. That's where the flow is. And 20% of your time, there are certain things that you have to do. You don't have to resist them, they're just things you have to do. Yet what I find working with business owners, it's the other way around. They find themselves 80% of their time working in areas they don't want to, resisting, resenting. And so the two things to flip this, first is the awareness of what brings me joy. How can I spend more time in the business that brings me joy? And the second thing is to realize, as provocative as it may seem, busyness is laziness. Because for business owners, the key is time management is energy management. You've got to get ahead of your day by getting present with yourself. When you're present with yourself, when you start to become aware of your energy, you start to realize that my energy needs to go where it brings me joy, where I add the most value. And all of these other things, it's eliminate, it's automate or delegate. And with the clients I've worked with for many, many years, whether they're small business owners or whether they're in senior leadership roles, when they make this shift, when they realize that I get to choose how my energy is each day. Am I resistant? Am I in flow? Am I bringing joy? I get to choose where I put my energy. What occurs is when they start to spend more time in the joy, everything starts to flow. The team becomes aligned, the clients become aligned. They start to feel this freedom within. And the beauty is that when they're experiencing it at work, then it's going to be easy to take it at home with their children, with their beloved. And so it really is an inside-out job as a business owner and as a leader. Take responsibility for how you show up, your energy and where you put your energy, and you will change everything.